Oh, it's hot.
It's hot, but it's not nearly as hot as some days we've done this. What's up, guys? Today we are going to talk about real quickly the TWM spider rear sets that I have gotten for my $8.99 Panigale.
I kept swearing that you said Woodcraft for some reason. You were thinking about getting...
Woodcrafts are the same price, but I found these for the same price and was like, wow, why don't I get better looking rear sets with dry carbon heel guards?
Super safe.
And beveled, like, it's just the design of it is so much cooler. Like,
it's very detailed.
Like, you can see beveling right here.
Yeah.
Like,
no, they're very detailed.
So,
I love that you have your adjustments.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
The foot peg is adjustable.
Yeah.
So these rear sets ran $513 shipped with a discount. Shipped with a discount from Moto Million. This is the same company that I bought my dry carbon tank sliders from. You can check out a video review of that. I will link it. And they've been great. They
look sick.
They look amazing.
They're very adjustable. Like, if you look, like we literally just talked about, you have 4 different you know, peg adjustments. You also have
you can go by like foot length as well as height, because some rear sets will only give you height adjustment.
Yeah, and this gives you some different options.
Satos are very adjustable, which I like.
Yeah. And this just looks fun.
Yeah,
sick.
And the dry carbon heel guard, you know, got that to match the clutch cover and the tank
and we'll
sliders.
show you here in a sec, but these are actually side specific because they're different from side to side.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
But the great thing about them also is that they made them compatible with the OEM heel guards.
Yes.
So you can actually run these. I think I'm not positive. I have to double check. So don't quote me on this, but I think you can run these on the OEM rear sets if you wanted to.
I'm pretty sure you can, because I remember when we took these took the OEM ones off, we pulled these and checked, and I'm pretty sure that they are interchangeable.
Yeah. So as far as feel is concerned, the rear sets, compared to stock Ducati rear sets, the shifting feedback is actually a little less. I got more feedback from the OEM rear sets as far as shifting up and down was concerned. These are great. It's just a little bit less feedback, a little bit shorter of a shift, which would be great for track. But just know that I got a lot more of like a clunk, you know, type feeling.
When I rode it, it felt a little muddy. I think it's
he's coming off the RC51 where shifting feedback
specific.
is like,
well, you
boom, you know.
Oh, sorry, I have a loose dog. I'm gonna go deal with that.
Cool.
You do your thing.
Deal with that dog.
Max, come here.
So one thing I wanted to mention with these rear sets, we've got a lot of toys in the driveway now. We just had to make space for this. 350Z project is underway. We got a couple Z's back there. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're getting a little bit of a packed driveway here, but we'll figure it out. I dropped this bike by accident in a canyon making a U-turn. It was a little bit steeper than I would have liked it to be. Dropped the bike. Here's some damage right here. The rear sets have held up very well, but you can see right here it bent in just a little bit, so I have a little bit less clearance on the shifter arm to the fairing, and this bolt had come loose, so I get a little rub on the fairing. So that wasn't the best thing, but it's good to note. Rear sets usually will fail in crashes anyways. It's kind of how rear sets are designed. You know, they're kind of designed to be a crumple zone in a way, like a point of impact to protect the bike. If you catch a rear set while you're crashing, it could cause the bike to high side if it's dragging, all that stuff. So it's kind of like a breakaway design, if that makes any sense. One thing that I wanted to mention to you guys also, if you guys haven't seen it, we've done a video very early in our YouTube days where we give you a fair warning about installing these rear sets or doing brake work on motorcycles in general. I had to learn the hard way trying to save a couple $100 on this install, that you really want to be very specific in how you set your brake positioning, because otherwise you will have some big issues.
Fire.
we'll talk about that. You'll check it out in the video. I'll link it right here so you guys can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, we have pictures.
It was a big headache.
damage.
It was very expensive, and we have video of the damage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's gonna do it for the rear set review. Overall, they feel great. They grip my feet like a mofo over the stock pegs, especially because
the stock pegs were pretty.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
Ducati uses the same stock pegs on everything from monsters to hypermotards to Panigales, which I completely disagree with. Most people will just get a dry carbon heel guard and a foot peg, and you can do that. But when you're looking at like $200 for that or $500 for an adjustable rear set,
A lot of adjustability.
it's an obvious choice to me.
And they look sick.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys thought of the rear sets if you're planning on getting some. Let us know if you have Woodcraft or if you have Sato rear sets, which I actually got a used set but decided to sell them because they were a little tweaked, and I decided I didn't want to deal with them.
They've been on a down bike.
Yeah, they were on a down bike.
That's kind of a karma thing.
So I didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
But let us know if you have Sato, TWM, Woodcraft, Rizoma, any of those other companies, what you think of them. Let us know, because I'd love to hear some feedback as far as rear set engagement is concerned, because I only really have this in stock to compare to. Otherwise, if you liked the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, ring notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one.
And we appreciate you guys.